Hey guys, what is going on? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to look at the best defensive lineman budget gold cards in Madden Ultimate Team, obviously. So we're going to go through, we're going to look at the left end, right end, and defensive tackle. I'm going to give you a 3-4 guy, a 4-3 guy, and then overall just the best card in my opinion that are budget golds. Obviously, once again, is the start of MUT, so these cards are only going to be relevant for like a couple weeks. But with that being said, this should get you started off, and for anyone that's just seeing this in the future, welcome to Madden. But with that being said, let's hop into it with the left ends. Starting it off, 4-3-4 lineman for the left end, we are going to go Jeffery Simmons Jr, 78 overall. He's got 65 speed with 76 acceleration, 81 strength, 75 tackling, and 76 block shedding with 74 play recognition. But the main thing is he's got 81 strength. So 3-4 lineman, you obviously want your lineman to be bigger and heftier. He is 6'4", 301 pounds. He's a bigger guy. So we should have clogged the holes, but we all know how defensive ends and defensive linemen play in this game, so it's kind of very hard to. Hopefully there's an upgrade to that, but with that being said, he should be a really good budget piece for you with that 81 strength and the 76 block shedding with the 74 play recognition. Not the fastest, but once again you're running a 3-4, so I would definitely recommend this Jeffery Simmons for you. And now we're gonna head to the 4-3 left end. For the 4-3 left end, we are going to go with Josh Allen for 6,000 coins. He's got 78 speed with 80 acceleration, 73 strength, 75 tackling, 74 play action, 68 block shedding, 63 power move, and 75 finesse move. Now, main thing is 4-3 defensive linemen, you want them to be the pass rushers, and your linemen. So your left end is more the pass rusher, so that's kind of like your Danielle Hunter in a sense from the Vikings. But with that 78 speed, he is faster than most linemen, and I think he's the fastest gold defensive lineman in my opinion. I think I'm not 100% sure, but the main thing is he does have 78 speed with that 80 acceleration, so you can put him in a QB spy. He should hopefully stop. He should hopefully stop the quarterback, but it's not 100% sure because we all know how defensive line play once again. But he's a bigger guy with 6'5" and 262, so he's a lot faster. But we definitely recommend this Josh Allen for you in a 4-3. And now we're going to head to the overall best defensive lineman, the left end, for my opinion. The best defensive left end, in my opinion, for the budget gold card is going to be this Olivier Vernon. I do know his card, he used to have a really good cards, and he's always been pretty good. I think he was with the Dolphins, I do believe. But with that being said, he's got 72 speed with 79 acceleration, 76 strength, 78 tackling, and 79 play action with 77 power move and 72 block shedding. So he's got kind of really good high stats. He's got almost 80 play action and almost 80 tackling with 76 strength. And he's not the slowest. He's got 72 speed, so he's right in that middle. That's kind of where I base all my overall cards are, is I make sure that they have, at least really good speed, not like, top speed, but really good speed, and they also have really good stats that are compatible to each other. And this card does have that, so I would definitely recommend him. I don't know if you can put him in a spy necessarily, but he should be really good in a 3-4 or a 4-3. If you do put him in a spy, just make sure he's not blocking right away and you can get out there. But would definitely recommend this left end, Olivier Vernon, for you for the best overall left end. And now we're gonna head to the right ends. So starting off for right end, 3-4 overall 3-4 left right end is going to be Leonard Williams. Now Leonard Williams is a bigger guy. I do believe he's played for the Jets, if I remember. He's the left end on the other end, but he's got 64 speed, so he's not the fastest obviously, but he's 6'5" with 302 pounds, 79 tackling with 81 strength, which is really good. 81 strength I think is the highest for one of the gold cards, and he's got 76 play action with 77 block shedding and 75 power move. So he's going to be a much better Jeffery Simmons with that 81 strength. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeffery Simmons does have 81 strength as well. But Leonard Williams should play really good for you. He's got better speed. He's going to be more of a 3-4 right end, obviously, just because he's a bigger guy and you should be able to clog up the holes so your linebackers can get through. But more importantly, he's going to be a really good budget card for you. So I definitely recommend Leonard Williams for you. And now we're going to head to the 4-3 right end. For the 4-3 right end, we are going to go with Everson Griffen. Now, I do remember he was on the Vikings. He was absolutely phenomenal. But with that being said, he's on the Cowboys now. Good signing for them after the Gerald McCoy injury. But he's got 75 speed with 79 acceleration, 80 strength, 76 play action, 77 power move, 73 finesse move, and 72 block shedding with 74 tackling. Now, that is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion, because he's got all 70s. Almost 70s are really rare on gold cards, but he's hitting all the thresholds really well, and he does have pretty much all of them. At least he can do finesse move and power move, which is what you want in a 4-3 pass rusher right end. And he does have 75 speed, so he's not the slowest, and he's definitely not the fastest, but he does work out perfectly for you. So he kind of could be your overall best right end too in that opinion. But I would put him more in a 4-3 just because I know the Vikings are in a 4-3, and they had him and Danielle Hunter on the ends, and they got to the quarterback a lot of times. But once again, kind of just depends how your card decides to play and how Madden decides to have him play. But that being said, though, I would definitely recommend Everson Griffen, and now we are going to head to the final overall best right end in my opinion. And so the overall best right end in my opinion is going to be the 78 overall Brian Burns. Was a rookie last year and kind of a stud. But with that being said, though, he's got 80 speed with 83 acceleration, 67 strength, 70 tackling, 7 play action, and 79 finesse move. Now, the main reason I put him as overall best is because he's got 80 speed with 83 acceleration, and he does have 79 finesse move. Now, obviously, Everson Griffen's got better defensive line stats, but speed is important in Madden. It's always been important. And I do think that him being 6'5" is also important. So he's 6'5", he's got 249 pounds, he's got 80 speed with 83 acceleration. He should play absolutely phenomenal for you. His card's balled out. I think he had an 85 team of the week card. That card balled out for a long time. So with that being said, I would definitely recommend him. He was a linebacker last year, so I'm glad they moved him to defensive end so more people can use him. And you can see if he actually does what he's supposed to do. But he should be a really good QB spy for you. And that's kind of what I based my overall defensive lineman on. So with that being said, though, we are going to head to the defensive tackles now. So starting it off for defensive tackle, now I'm going to do overall best defensive tackle. Now I'm going to do defensive tackles that can be just a run stuffing defensive tackle, because that's normally what you want. So 4-3-3-4 don't really matter. But with that being said, we are going to start off with Dontari Poe. He normally has really good strength, and yes, as you can see, he's got 65 speed, 75 acceleration, and 85 strength with 76 tackling, and 71 play action. So obviously his defensive stats aren't the greatest, but the more important thing is he's got 85 strength. He's 6'3", and he's 346 pounds, so he's a bigger defensive tackle. Should clog up the holes for you. And normally he is faster than 65 speed. I think that's the thing that's always been good about him. He's had really high strength and he's been really fast. But with 65 speed, that's really good for a defensive tackle with 85 strength. That's just a really good 1-2 combination in my opinion. It just should be a really good run stuffing defensive tackle for you. And the other defensive tackle for run stuffing, I do believe should play a really good key part, is going to be this defensive tackle for the Saints and Sheldon Rankins. I do believe, let me check real fast for it. Yeah, Sheldon Rankins, 79 overall, 6,000 coins. Now, he's more of a power rusher, it says, but he is a really good defensive tackle in that opinion. Probably one of the better budget gold cards. 63 speed, so he's got 2 less speed, 5 less strength, but his stats are 100% better than Dontari Poe with that 75 acceleration, 78 tackling, 77 play action, and 68 block shedding, and the 78 power move, and the 70 finesse move. So his stats are a lot better. He is hitting 305 pounds, a little bit smaller defensive tackle, but if you put him in and Dontari Poe in there, it should play really good for you. But those are my opinion for the best run stuffing defensive tackles, or defensive tackles that you can play in a 3-4 or 4-3. Kind of just depends what your opinion is. If you don't have the team captain, Leroy Glover, who is absolutely phenomenal as well. With that being said, though, those are my choices for the defensive tackles. We are going to head over to the best overall defensive tackle. And the best overall defensive tackle, in my opinion, is going to be this Payne for the Washington football team. 68 speed with 78 acceleration, 86 strength, 75 tackling, 75 play recognition, 74 block shedding, and 70 power move. So once again, 86 strength, really good, and he does have 68 speed. So he's got much better stats than Dontari Poe. He's got kind of a mixture of both really good defensive and rushing stats and also a good amount of speed. And he's a bigger guy with 6'3" and 319 pounds. So just should be a really good overall, really good defensive tackle for you. Just a budget beast in my opinion. With that being said, those are my choices for the left end, right end, and defensive tackles. Obviously, I probably missed some guys, but let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's Madden season. Here we go.